Hello, everyone.
Hey.
Welcome to The Patch. This week, brought to you by Crunchyroll and Dollar Shave Club. Crunchyroll and Dollar Shave Club.
Right there under the carefully balanced timepiece. See? That's how you can tell what time it is. You just watch the grains of sand runneth over.
We have a clock. That's off stage that I normally look at.
I love that it's face down,
broken.
too. It's like, not only is it broken, it's like, oh, lay it to rest.
Yeah. Shh, this is a good death. So this is The Patch. We're going to talk about video games, video game news, and the slowest game news week of the year. It's like the calm before the storm. Like all the big games are about to come out, all the big news is about to come out. So it's quiet.
It shouldn't be this quiet
Yeah.
at this time of year. This is usually right around when we start really picking up in news.
I think it's next week.
Well, because of so many games being delayed and everything else.
Yeah.
But
Why is
sorry.
Assassin's Creed coming out on a Thursday? That's
or
weird.
is it Friday?
Is it Thursday or Friday?
I think it's Friday.
Why is it coming out on a Friday?
Are they following like the Nintendo model now, where games come out on Friday?
They pick their own day.
Yeah.
Oh, they're
Is it-
special.
There's a different day that games come out in the UK though.
Really?
I think it's Friday also.
Oh.
So maybe it's that.
Why do games come out on Tuesdays?
I thought it was part of CD sales because like CDs come out on Tuesday, right? New music comes out on Tuesday.
Right, and like I know DVDs do, but I think you're right. I think those come out on Tuesday because CDs come out Tuesday. But like, who picked Tuesday? It seems like one of the worst possible choices. Why don't games come out like on a Thursday or a Friday?
But to be fair, if a game came out on a Friday, I bet a lot of people could get a Friday off easier and line up for a game. So maybe it's to keep crowds down.
There you go, yeah. See, Tuesdays, no one wants to give you a Tuesday off. Like
Right.
Monday, it's like, oh,
And also,
long
you should have
weekend, I
been
just gotta
like
push it. Yeah.
wrapped up by Monday. So I bet you're in line Monday. You need Monday and Tuesday
Yeah.
off. No one's taking 2 days off to line up for a game.
Push it through the whole week.
if it's a midnight, whatever. Digital.
I can't believe you indulged my stupid argument.
I don't know. I'm grasping at straws here. Well, digital, like, there's no reason for that.
No, I agree.
We should move it.
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, let's make it
I'm
Friday.
gonna find out.
Oh,
There's
wait,
gotta be a
let's
reason,
support
right? Somebody
Assassin's
has a
Creed
reason.
and make it Friday.
Yes. So everyone buy it.
No, can we
keep-
have Monday?
I keep popping my knuckles right in the microphone on
Yeah, I'll do it too.
accident.
Can we not move it back? Can we move it forward? Can I have games on Monday instead of Friday?
Right,
No.
Monday you don't have time to play it. Friday's like got all weekend.
Think of it this
week.
way. It'll come out the Friday before the Tuesday.
There you go.
They'll
We're
move it back
basically
a
moving
couple
it
of
back
days.
a few days for you
I managed to type in why Dawn.
Why, Don?
instead of Tuesday.
That was the entirety of my search. Why Dawn?
John! Why? I assume DON.
Games. Oh, there we go. Now we're typing. Why do games come out on Tuesdays? Okay, that was an autocomplete.
okay,
Why
wait, but-
Dawn came up with Beyonce, by the way.
Beyonce was what you were looking.
Uh-huh.
I don't think it's why Don came up with. I think that's what you were looking at before.
yeah,
I actually secretly love
it was
Beyonce.
Beyonce's
Some
Vivo.
Beyonce gossip.
Which gun? Which gun was it? Yeah.
Read the thing. Now
I'm
you've touched something
like,
else.
No, why do games come out on
Like your
Tuesdays?
screen just changed.
To the page that answers the question.
You know what? Don't get snarky with me.
It seems that a lot of games are released on Tuesdays. Why is that?
He's reading a
I
forum
wonder why that
post.
is as well. That's great.
I thought you found the answer. You didn't realize you're going to a
don't know?
forum.
Yeah.
It's just speculate. You're right. I don't know. I would have cut you off way before if I knew you were just loading a forum.
Basically on Yahoo
Well, you guys
Answers
work-
right
you
now.
know, you guys talk amongst yourself and don't.
Those people
don't
have no
focus
better
on
answer
me.
than we do.
No.
Yahoo Answers, I don't think it's ever successfully answered any question.
I think they're proud of that too.
Basically, the reason new DVDs, CDs, and video games are released on Tuesdays is that rental figures and music charts are released on Mondays. So it makes
Oh, they
sense
wanna
that
get
they release it and have a full week to acquire
That's stupid.
ratings.
That's
Down
so
with
stupid.
the list.
That's so stupid.
That's so outdated.
I'm
Does
down with
anybody
it.
care about
Especially
the
now
lists
because
anymore?
digital sales and digital purchase don't count on the charts.
Are they not tracked at all? They've got to be
They're
tracked.
tracked, but they
Yeah.
add in separately.
Right.
Yeah, they're different. So like your Hot 100s.
What we should do then, here we go. Digital Friday, physical the next Tuesday.
Oh yeah, wait for it.
Yeah, that way you really incent people to drop this physical shit and just go digital.
Yeah, discs are they're a real hamper on my day-to-day back and forth life.
How much are discs screwing up your life, Ryan?
Look, I got to go back and forth to home. I mean, this life of a 2 Xbox man is complicated, okay? This is super like first world problems. Like, I've got too many Xboxes and not enough copies of the game. It's a problem, okay?
Well, the problem I had, and that people made fun of me forever for, was on the 360, I hated having to swap out to play different games. It was like I'd be comfortable on my couch, like, I want to play something else. Oh, the game's
I
not
had
in
a different problem, which was I hated having to recover my damn gamer tag. If I like went somewhere, I'd be like, oh, such a process. Then remember there was like that period of like 6 months where Xbox tried to crack down on security, so it was like, hold on, you gotta go to the website, you gotta verify your phone number is correct. I'm like, I just want to play Hidden in Plain Sight with some loser. I'm gonna clean.
Yeah, when we filmed...
Be in the game.
Right,
That's
yes,
wrong.
no, we got
Sorry.
you. You're not actually going to go over and baste him with whipped cream. We understand. Then lick it slowly off of him.
Okay.
When we filmed the race car immersion, I had that problem. It was like, I was thinking Bioshock Infinite had just come out. Like, I'll take Bioshock Infinite with me, and I'll take this Xbox, and I'll play it over there. And then that's the first time I encountered that. It was like, we're going to text you a recovery code. And I had no phone number enter. I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
And so like,
Horrible.
it locked me out for a while, and it took forever. Yeah, it was just...
Let me
Absolutely
ask, though.
horrendous.
Do you find that you're more likely to switch games with purely digital than you were when you had a disc and had
Yes.
to get up and go?
Yes.
Ah,
Like,
interesting.
Has it cut down on your completionist of games?
I'm not a completionist to begin with.
I mean,
but
you just want to beat it, though,
it definitely
right?
has. Like, now I'll look... I can think, like, I'll sit down and be like, I want to play a game. I don't know what game I want to play. And I just look at, like, what do I have installed on my hard drive right now? And then I'll play one, like, no, I'm not feeling this. I'll just, like, swap, like, hop around to whatever game.
You're like on a you're like the person on the radio that's like half a song,
Right,
half a
yeah,
song,
yeah,
half a
yeah.
song, half a song. I can feel
So,
that.
yeah, I definitely hop around a lot more.
Do you think that's better or worse for your... I mean, you kind of it's like having a book that you just never finished. Like, I've still 2 missions from the end of Shadow of Mordor, and I have not yet beat that game.
Well, that's a personal problem, Ryan.
Yeah, it sounds
It's-
like you're just upset at yourself.
I am upset with myself, and I blame digital delivery. I feel like I
Oh,
need.
interesting.
I'm going to be the media. Like, it's someone else's fault. It's not mine. That's the digital delivery has made it so I can't finish a game.
If you outlaw digital, only outlaws have digital.
Yeah,
Like,
people will still
something
find a way to
something
get
like
it.
that.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I like it, and I'm all for it. All for our future of a fast internet. I like living in Austin. So what do we have? Okay,
I'm excited about. Do you have a thing? I didn't look at the patch.
have
You know,
a-
I'll look at the
what?
patch notes to make sure I have it. Go ahead.
okay. So I'm just going to lead with the most interesting bit of news I think of the week, which was, depending on who you ask, Kojima is either on vacation or
weird
no
one.
longer works at
So
Konami.
good. That's exactly what I was looking at. You're like Kojima, and I put my phone away.
Do you feel like we've got, like, Kojima has become sort of the soap opera situation of the video game world? Like, why are we speculating on whether this guy is working there or
Because
not?
Konami is refusing to come out and speak the truth. They're saying like, well, currently he's listed as an employee.
I mean, but that's the part of the thing where it's like conspiracy. They're refusing to speak the truth. I don't know. Maybe they're telling the truth. He does still work here. Why don't you guys keep
there's-
No,
Why
here,
not
I'm
just
going
say
to show you something.
Yeah.
So I found something that's like damning evidence. So
Ready.
who is this? Simon. It's damning evidence.
Parkin.
It makes it sound so bad. Simon Parkin, who works at who works at Konami.
He works at the New Yorker, and his source within Konami sent him that photo.
So Simon Parkin tweeted
Yeah.
a photo of Kojima's farewell party from Konami on October 9th.
But to add to the conspiracy theory, there's no timestamp or anything, obviously, because we're not in 1995 when photos had that. So it could be from any time in the recent
Or from
past.
the future.
And
His evil twin did it.
No, it's
to be fair, I will add to that he originally said in his article on the New Yorker, there were 100 people at the farewell party. My person doesn't want me to use his name, first of all, indicating that he's a man.
Yep.
Which pulls down the number of sources you could possibly use.
Unless he was tricky.
You don't lie, though.
wouldn't
There's a
lie,
difference
yeah.
between lying and being tricky. And then he posted, like, Konami came out and was like, well, we don't know what this photo is, but it's not a farewell party, so they deny it. Then he's like, oh, yeah, I got a photo. Who took the photo? His anonymous source. He's given away. Someone's got to see, like, oh, yeah, Dan was 5 people
There it
down
is.
from me. He's got to be the one who took the damn
How do you
photo.
know?
unless he gave someone else the camera and was like, here, and he goes and stands in the photo.
It's somebody else's photo. Yeah, he's like, I'm totally not me.
Or he's like, look, here's a picture of the goodbye cake, and it's like, goodbye, Kojima.
Well, again, there's no banner. How do you know that that's a goodbye party?
There is no cake, which makes me suspicious.
It's just a picture of Kojima standing against a wall with a Dixie cup.
Well, but everybody has cups.
Maybe
like,
it was
they're clearly
Shot Wednesday.
Well, they're clearly
See, look,
toasting.
everyone has a cup and they're toasting.
Yeah,
That doesn't prove anything. They may be celebrating the release of the game.
Well, yeah, but Kojima hasn't been, that we know, at Konami in a fashion since like March. We've been talking about Kojima being gone from Konami since March.
Wow, that he was going to be gone from Konami. We didn't know that he was actually out the door at Konami.
His company got folded. His credit for the game got taken away. Like
The
come
weekly
on.
video
Yeah.
that they used to do, the live stream was stopped.
Yep. Then they did that weird like farewell video, which was like, okay, maybe they're like mending fences, but then nothing else after that. Why wasn't there any cake at the goodbye party?
He didn't even rate cake.
That's how bad the breakup is. Konami was like, you can have your party, we're not buying you a cake.
There was no, and by the way, the CEO and the president of the company, neither of them were there. So they stood up his party.
Do you think they're worried about, if this is true, or they're really this massive cover up over him leaving the company, do you think they're just trying to protect the future DLC of Phantom Pain?
No. I think what they're trying to do, if allow me to speculate
right.
wildly.
Why don't we just do that some more?
I think what they want to do is they don't want to promote the Kojima name or the Kojima brand since he's no longer going to be there. And when rumored when his non-compete expires in December, they don't want to have contributed to his publicity for whatever he moves on to do next.
Well, then just say he doesn't work here anymore.
Why wouldn't they just say he doesn't work here anymore? Because then people are like, screw Konami, I'm going to start following Kojima because I want to know what he does. And also, I would like to speculate wildly as well,
Yes.
that Konami is moving in the direction of cell phone games, which they've been talking about for a long time. But they actually had like a little slight in one of their quotes. It was like, because console games take so long to develop and everyone gets so burned out, that's why he's on vacation. I felt like they were shitting on console games.
I thought the same
at the
thing.
same time.
It was like they said something like the rough
development process
cycle. Yeah,
adds
yeah.
fatigue to the employees or something like that. And it was like they specifically called out console games.
Everybody's speculating wildly. It sounds fun.
Yeah, you do it. You
I
do
wanna
it.
speculate
go.
wildly.
Okay, you go.
Kojima is actually a reanimated dinosaur.
Oh, well,
Yeah?
I can see it.
That was his coming out as a dinosaur
I
party.
can see it.
If it's Kojima,
Yeah.
you should have gone with clone.
Yeah.
It's his dinosaur clone.
Right.
Yeah,
A lot of
okay.
people are saying there's somebody else in Konami that's just been given
Yeah.
a bunch of plastic surgery to look like Kojima. I think we should have, like, we have the Fallout clock that we have, but we should also have just like a board of like photos and yarn that we just like our Kojima board.
We could reskin Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego as Where in the World is Hideo Kojima.
To be fair, I did do a Where's Waldo joke in my story I did yesterday. Ashley called it out. It's Ashley's joke, but I did Photoshop a little Waldo in one of those, in that party photo. Waldo's creeping behind a wall. Very excited about it.
The only man less elusive than Kojima right about now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so it's weird. I'm sure, like, and again, like we touched on, there's rumors that he has a non-compete that ends in December. So maybe by next E3 we may hear something.
That he's working on right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, the guy standing next to him apparently also left the company. I don't remember his name, but he is also like a higher up at
Dixie
Konami.
Cup guy number 2.
And he's in the white shirt, and he's the only one not wearing a Konami lanyard. So they speculated he had left earlier and was let in as a guest to
They
the
were
party.
escorted out of the building after the party.
My
Wild speculation.
My
Wild speculation.
biggest regret of going to Japan was seeing Kojima, because my hotel was connected to the Konami headquarters.
Oh, really?
And I was downstairs at the 7-Eleven in like there's like a little downstairs part, and there's a Metal Gear store, like a Konami store, and he was setting up a litlittle standee, and I was like, oh my God, that's Hideo Kojima. I was so excited. My translator was getting something, like I'd already checked out. He was checking out, and Kojima starts walking away, and I'm like, I'm not gonna do it. My Japanese isn't good enough. Like, he's not gonna understand me. And my translator comes up and I'm like, I just saw Hideo Kojima. He's like, I'll get him for you. And I'm like, no, oh my God, no. Biggest regret. I should have been like, yeah,
Tackle
nailed
him.
it.
Take him out.
Get him.
Take
Get
him home with
Kojima.
us. Make him mine.
I saw him at a party at PAX Prime in 2014. I think it might have been like I don't remember who it was. I want to say who. It was some video game company party, and I believe it was at the Hard Rock in Seattle. And it was really crowded. I was like trying to get a drink at the bar and like just kind of trying to like like worm my way around the floor. And then it was like all of a sudden the mass of people like parted. There was like the Red Sea watching like all these people make a path, and then Kojima just walked down wearing his leather jacket. Just like walked down the path and then went to like at the end, and there was like a couch and just sat down. I was like,
Oh.
everyone just moved the fuck out of his way.
He's basically like an ambulance. You should have ridden behind him, like in his
Yeah.
wake to get
Yeah.
your drink.
Yeah.
Kojima arrives.
Exactly. Oh my gosh.
Um,
We've all been blessed by 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 the presence
But
of Kojima, except for Ryan.
For what? I still don't. Why is he raised to such a level of sainthood?
He's so amazing. Look at his
And
fashion
what?
sense and like his amazing storied history. And also, people told him when he worked at Konami that he needed to make one good game before he died. So he's risen above it.
Yep.
Yeah, did he?
Did you play Metal Gear 5? How, are you done with Metal Gear
I've
Solid
still
5
not beaten. I have discovered. I'm a little bit further in, so I have discovered that Chapter 2 is a mission plus 2 missions you've already done. So that's all right. Whatever. It's kind of interesting. Like I like the added challenge of going back and redoing a mission with added kind of constraints,
Difficulty.
like more stealth, or I'm not sure what extreme really does. Like they still just attack you a lot.
I think the enemies have more health, do more damage. I think it disables the chicken hat. And
Did you ever use the chicken hat?
Supplies. I don't think you can call in supplies or like support fire. Did I ever use the chicken hat? Yeah, I think I used it. I used it twice, and both times, immediately, as soon as I put the chicken hat on, I finished the level and didn't even get noticed. Like the chicken hat never even activated, so I felt like a chump. I was like, "Why the fuck did I put it on?" Like it was just like
Activate the chicken hat.
it was just like the shame of having to resort to the chicken hat. Like gave me the power to finish the levels.
But yeah, so I mean, it's all right game. It's just so over the top, and
So
I know
you
that
haven't-
is. I get it. Like I understand
That's
that
his style.
is the game.
The
That's how
style.
those are. But it's like,
I think
feel the
tone it
same
down
way.
a little bit
I
there.
think the reason that I respect him is that even though I love the Metal Gear series, and even though I don't necessarily love every single individual game, I really respect the fact that he has done things his way. Regardless of what, reviewers or other people say. It's like, he's got his style, he's got his story in mind, and fuck you, he's going to make it.
That's the thing is when I cast my mind back to things I've heard about Metal Gear, it's usually people that are saying, one, Raiden is the worst thing ever done.
Which, true.
They hate that character, and they pretty much hate that game
They're
because
all
of that
jealous
character.
of his sweet jaw.
Very possible. That's what I've heard. It's like that bad. And then, was it Peace Walkers? I was like, wow, that was 67% cutscene and then like 10% gameplay. And then they had like a little sprinkling of like minutia in there.
But he's basically like old Hollywood, like
23, I guess, is a
theater.
sprinkling. But
Like it's like a Broadway version of a video game, right? Like everything
It
is so
definitely
big.
is.
Like
Yeah.
everything is so like it's so like big and dramatic.
right
and,
down to like
it
the
goes down to it.
spotlight hits and they step into it like, it is my moment.
I will put ashes on my face.
We should do a musical episode of The Patch.
Oh my gosh, just about Metal Gear.
I really want to do
No.
we should do a game club version of the patch I would just like to hear you and Michael have that conversation that
yeah.
you were having in the room where you're just going back and forth about how this game came to be story-wise.
Yeah, Michael and I had an hour-long conversation about the history of Metal Gear, going from chronologically going from the very beginning to the very end, which spans, the NES through PS4. That's what we got. I always said PS5 for some reason. Maybe we could. Maybe like a supplementary thing, not like a replacement for Game Club. But
Well,
an
it'd be
extra
nice every
episode.
now and again if we did a game club because I mean, when we do the patch, we can't really do spoilers without really spoiling it for people. So it'd be nice to have a platform where we could talk about some of the AAA titles. So I don't see why we couldn't work those in sometimes.
It'd be cool to do like almost like the lore of X game or like a development story, like how this game came about. Do you have a set time for game spoilers? Because I was told by someone recently this weekend, his name is Gavin Free, that there is an accepted amount that people wait for specifically for game spoilers. I had never heard it. So what is your take on it?
I don't think there's a solid kind of agreed upon in stone amount of time. It's usually it's situational. You got to be like, hey, do you want to find out what happened at the end of this or not? Have you
so
played it to the end?
Spoiler alert.
That's all you have to do is establish a
You alert
baseline.
it.
Do you want to be spoiled, or have you already seen it and you're not going to be spoiled?
I don't know. I don't think that there is a hard and fast rule.
Yeah, I think establishing that conversation also serves as a warning to everybody in the room.
That's fair.
Spoilers are about to
I got
happen.
in trouble for that recently.
It's like,
First of all, I asked the room. The room did not respect my question, so the room got spoiled.
yeah, sucks for the room then.
Yeah,
Hey, if
sucks
you
for the
put
room.
it out there and they're not listening,
What did you spoil?
I can't say.
Oh, okay.
you can't say what you spoiled?
No, I can't.
Okay.
What did Gavin say the acceptable time on
2 weeks.
spoiling was?
Hard and fast.
That is
2 weeks.
From release?
From release. I think that is way too soon.
That's way too
And
soon.
also, I feel like it doesn't matter. It could be a day. It could be a week. Spoiler alert. Be like, hey, you want to know? everybody. I'm about to talk about blah, blah, blah.
So he feels that in 2 weeks you can just bust out any spoiler from a game.
Yes.
And that's socially acceptable.
I have been an asshole in the past. I think in an early episode of the Rooster Teeth podcast, I spoiled Modern Warfare 2 like 2 days after it came out.
Well.
And then Bernie got mad at me.
Were you a deliberate asshole, though?
No, I was just talking about it. I was just
Okay.
like, oh yeah, and then so-and-so turns out to be a bad guy. And Bernie's like, what the fuck?
Well, so like, I think maybe a month is like where I guess I don't feel like, it depends on the release. If it's a really big one, maybe I'll preface it. But after about a month, I'm like, well, I don't have to preface this anymore. Everybody knows. Like,
Also, it's like,
it
what
was.
is the game? Is it like a short,
Right.
4 or 5 hour campaign thing? Or is it Metal Gear Solid 5 where you're going to put in 50 or 60 hours
Right.
before you're done?
Or more. I really need to stop playing that game.
Who are you
good-
going to blame it
you
on
just need
this
to
time?
finish
That
it.
you're not going to finish
do
it.
need to
Is it
finish it, that's
digital
it.
distribution's fault that you're not finishing it? Or
Kojima.
Kojima! It's Kojima's fault. Yeah, I'm going to blame it on him. If only he was still there at Konami. Then I would...
Konami.
Konami? Konami?
Konami.
I was thinking Toonami.
Alright.
But yeah, no, that game is so long. Why is it?
I like
Well,
that you're trying to just keep it going.
I don't know where to
Kid,
go
I'm
with that.
just-
Like, yeah.
it's just-
Toonami.
Oh, look.
Let me go
Don't
with
keep
this.
saying it.
Yeah. Shut up. Let me read this.
Toonami.
This episode of The Patch is brought to you by Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll is the destination for the most authentic anime experience you can find outside of Japan. They offer the largest, most diverse collection of anime series straight from the source. Each season, they bring the best new anime from Japan and deliver the largest lineup of anime from classics to new favorites. Try out Crunchyroll Premium for 30 days for free at crunchyroll.com/thepatch. They have unlimited anime, manga, and drama titles. Newest episodes as soon as 1 hour after air in Japan via simulcast. All episodes are professionally subtitled and ad-free in 1080p HD. You can enjoy Crunchyroll across all devices: Xbox, PlayStation, Wii U, Roku, Android, iOS, etc. This fall season's lineup includes shows such as The Perfect Insider, The Asterisk War, Comet Lucifer, and how is that? Kaiku. A Crunchyroll Premium membership is usually $6.95 a month, but yours is free if you go to crunchyroll.com/thepatch. Try out Crunchyroll Premium for 30 days free with crunchyroll.com/thepatch. It's right there. 30 days free. Value. Thank you to Crunchyroll for being a longtime sponsor. Okay, I'm going to rant. I got...
You got
Oh,
a
wow,
rant?
look at how
I
many
got
links you
loaded.
got there.
Yeah, it's all garbage.
Yeah, there's really nothing. I mean, nothing happened this week.
Something I'm mad about. And
Yes.
I've been mad about it before. I'm going to be mad about it again now. So, okay.
This is recycled anger.
Not even
This is justified anger.
He's got a therapy session.
So,
after this.
Life is Strange finally wrapped up. Tales from the Borderlands finally wrapped up. Remember, I said I'm not playing these fucking games anymore
Right.
until the finale comes out. So I enjoy both of those games. I'm looking forward to now going back and replaying them now that they're done. So I thought, I'm going to look up and see how long it took these games to come out. Life is Strange started coming out in January. They released 1, 2, 3. This is their 5th episode.
Yep. And apparently the trailer for the 5th episode spoils all of the previous chapters. So don't watch it.
I did not watch
Got
it.
it.
It was January 30th, March 24th, May 29th, July 28th, then October 20th. Essentially every 2 months, except for the last episode, which took 3 months.
Are you going to talk about another of Telltale's games that was announced today?
I didn't hear about that.
Well, it's not a new game that was announced today. The final episode of Game of Thrones got its release date today.
Right.
It's been coming out for friggin' ever.
November 17th, I
I thought
think?
it was coming out already. My man, I was way off.
Like, it's been, like, when did the first episode of Game of Thrones come
I didn't
out?
look that up, but I believe that also came
I'll
out
look it
like
up
in
while you talk
October or
about the other
November.
ones.
So Tales from the Borderlands wrapped up as well. Their first episode came out November of last year. 5 episodes. It took them 11 months. First episode was November 25th. The second episode didn't come out till March 17th.
Bullshit.
That's actually what started setting me off. I was waiting 4 fucking months.
I like this. Meg's got a nice,
Bullshit.
like, yeah.
The hype man.
Sell
man,
it.
yeah.
Hype.
Bullshit.
So 4
Hype.
months for that. March to June, 3 months there. June to August, 2 months. Then August to October, 2 months. Okay.
Well, Game of Thrones came out, its first episode, December 2nd of last year.
So essentially the same thing, 11 months.
And November 17th is when the last episode, well, that's 6 episodes, to be fair.
Okay.
But still, a fucking year. You take the year, you make the game, then you come out with it.
And release it. Yeah. I'm not, and that's why
I used to be all about Telltale. Let me just
Yeah.
say, I'm usually the one defending them, but like it is too long, and I'm worried about Walking Dead season 3.
that's why I'm not playing Minecraft story mode. I'm not going to get invested in that game until they're done with it, and then I'll go ahead and play it. I just can't.
I know, right? Don't even get me started on Half-Life Episode 3.
Oh.
Way to contribute to the conversation, Ryan.
Whatever. You two still love Telltale.
I do. I love the
do.
games.
I want
Suck
to
it up.
love them, but don't
love them.
take a year to come out with a game.
Why?
It's ridiculous.
This is tough love. They're going to make less money on me now because now when I buy it at the end,
they're not.
When
It's
I buy
on
it,
sale.
it's on sale and
That's right.
discounted.
I agree, and I didn't play Game of Thrones for that reason. I got the first episode, and they always entice me. They're like, "Hey, do you want us to send you the episode?" And I'm like, "No,
Yeah.
no, not now."
It's episodic.
But it annoys me when there's not a set deadline. Like if they told me like, okay, every month you're gonna get an episode, great.
Yeah.
But if it's like, hey, here's an episode, no clue when the next one's coming out, might be 2-3 months from now.
Yeah, Tales from the Borderlands, like I just said, episode 1 to 2 was 4 months.
That's ridiculous. And
That's fair.
you have to make those choices as if you had just played the last episode.
Right, that's why I stopped playing because I thought, I don't remember how I was playing. I don't remember like what I was doing at this
They
time.
usually give you a refresher at the beginning of the next
They
episode.
give you a
It
very
gives you rundown,
generic
yeah.
refresher.
Yes.
Sometimes not even with the choices you made.
Very
The
frequently,
season
yes.
1 to season 2 Walking Dead recap that was like, this is what happened in the last season of Walking Dead, had a choice I didn't make in it.
I do kind of wish because I played Wolf Among Us after it was all done, I kind of wish they would take those out when they release the final package that has all of them together, because I don't need to see the decisions I made 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, that's true.
But no, I mean, I think that is episodic gaming. Like, you have the option, which you two have decided to go for, which is to just buy it at the end as a finished product. But if you want it released episodically, you can. I mean, that's way less time than you wait between books in a series.
Yeah, but it's like
Thank you to whoever
it's like
did that.
chapters within a book. It's not the complete story.
What happened?
I think
Someone
Gavin
saw the
is. Well,
rubber
there he
band.
is.
Yeah, there he is.
I don't have my actual glasses on, so it's just a dark blur.
So you don't
but I
get-
know his dark blur.
You don't even get a whole story. You're just getting pieces. And then, of course, you have assholes who spoil stuff.
Oh my
for
God, you almost nailed him in the back of the head, but the curtain saved him.
That's
So
really
close.
close.
You almost got back of the head. You love to hit people's back of the head. You stay
What are you
away
talking
from
about?
the skulls in this office,
What if I
Ryan.
hit someone else in the back of the head?
Me.
Okay,
I like how we
you-
pretend
Look,
you're not the one
I
with
don't
brain
know.
damage.
I don't know.
The ground hit you,
Just to
okay?
be fair.
Gravity
When
was
I go to my
is
CT
a real
fell
scan
into
next
the
week, you
door.
hold my damn hand.
Like the floor. Yeah, it's always someone else's fault with
It
you.
is.
It was her idea.
Passes the buck on everything. And also, we're a couple. Could you like prey on someone else in the office? I need him to get me through.
He's the one that shot the rubber band at me.
Take it.
You need him. Man.
He's
Times are hard.
How did I end up with a rubber band in the first
Saying
place?
him and pointing at Ashley now.
All
Ashley's
right,
the only one over
that's
there.
right. The camera can't see that.
He disappeared.
Look, I was defending myself.
All right. Well.
He's just mad because I beamed him with an empty water bottle in a video that we haven't released yet, I don't think.
Oh.
No, wait. No, that's out. Yeah, the Play
good.
Pals for it. Keep talking to it. Nobody explodes.
Oh, that was a good
Oh
one.
man, and he didn't even notice the first throw. That was
The
funny.
first one I whiffed. I
That
think
was
it's
funny.
in there where you just see the bottle go
He has
right
like
behind
the
his
whole
head.
thing on his head so he can't see.
Yeah. The second one I beamed him.
That was a good
What's
game.
up, Ash?
That is a great game.
Oh, she's throwing things.
What are you throwing
oh,
at
she
me
threw
for?
a Nerf dart, but it
Why
didn't
are
even
people
make
throwing
it.
things at me?
I wish I could knock your Diet Coke over without being in trouble.
It's empty.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's gonna-
Go! Go, Ash! We're ready! Oh, it hit a light.
All right.
Back to
Those
the
lights
patch.
take one for the team all the time.
Yeah, that's all right. You tried. We respect it.
Yeah. So anyway, I encourage everyone to stop buying episodic games until
No.
they're done.
You can buy them at the end. There's nothing
Listen,
wrong with that.
I think, A, you're being opportunistic here. You see that Gus and I are burning our little Telltale bridge that we love with a lot of love.
How
we'd
is
like
that
to say.
opportunistic?
And you're like, great, this is my chance to jump on the Telltale wagon and get all the freebies from Telltale. And I see what you're doing.
Wait, is that on the table?
Second of all.
Are you getting freebies right now?
Second of all.
Tell me some more about these freebies, Meg.
Second of all, I think it's fair to say, listen, like, why don't you take on one project at a time and then release that
It's
game?
a different
They're
team.
doing
Like you're saying
like
that like it's all the
400
same
things.
people
what I was
working
hoping,
on
and
it.
what I speculated, I think,
Yeah.
in the past on the patch was when they announced that they were doing Game of Thrones and all these other games. I thought maybe this will make them firm up their release cycle, and it'll be, this month this game, this month this game,
Yeah.
and it would be on
That'd be
beats,
awesome.
and I would be okay with that.
Would you? Okay, let me lay this out there. Would you prefer an inferior product at a more regular rate?
I would prefer a finished product.
Yes.
Well, then buy it at the end.
That's what I'm doing.
Then don't complain. They're releasing it
can
episodically
complain.
for
I
everybody
wish
else.
that it could be episodic in a set
Oh,
time
I want to have
period.
everything the way I want it. Just buy it at the end.
Fuck you, Ryan.
Ryan,
There's a bundle
Ryan's
released.
off. Ryan's off. Ashley's on.
There's a bundle released just for you two
yep.
at the end.
But they're losing money now. They're
Yeah.
getting less money than
You're
they should.
still paying like $80 for it.
No
What?
way. Oh my
What?
God, it's like $20.
$20
Have you
for
played
it.
a Telltale game?
$80.
The only time I've ever bought one, I bought like the bundle one at the end, and it was like 3 games, so I don't remember how much it cost.
Someone at Telltale was watching this and being like, "Oh, bummer," and then Ryan said $80, and they laughed at you. You made them laugh again.
And then they laughed really hard because
They
they're
were
like,
like,
ha, ha, ha,
"We should make it
it is
80
going to be
bucks."
$80 now. They'll pay it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, if someone's watching a Telltale, I had your back. Remember, I supported you.
I want to love
Meg,
you so much.
We
Meg
support them
doesn't
too. We
deserve
support
any
you
free
so
anything.
much.
This is tough love.
We love
These
you.
two deserve nothing free
I
from
don't think
now
I've ever
on.
gotten
Dare
anything
you?
free from Telltale. So.
Really?
Well, now
Yeah.
you never
Let me
will.
hook, girl, let me hook you up.
This guy,
I'm not hooking Ryan up, just on the principle of the thing, but I'll hook Gus up.
you deserve nothing.
Oh,
All right, that's enough of that. See, yeah, that was good anger, wasn't it?
Yeah,
this is really good anger.
That was good.
it turned on me all of a sudden.
Yeah, well, you
hey,
gotta get
what-
out of the way. The trains are coming.
You either hop on board or you get the
Yeah,
fuck out of the way. Bethesda released the Fallout 4 live action trailer last week, which I thought was awesome. I absolutely fell in love with. And then, yeah, there it is. It looks so good. And then I realized that we're only like 3 weeks away from it.
Yeah.
And I got really happy. I think I realized that yesterday. I think yesterday marked 3 weeks away. I don't know if we have a Fallout calendar or anything ready to go.
So how much would the super extra deluxe version that came with the powered armor?
Nailed it.
Yay!
Because the Pip-Boy ones came back and then they went out again.
How fast? Like,
Twice this week, they've come back into stock. Although this time, the first time it was for everything, and this time it was only Xbox and PC. PS4 was still sold out.
wait. Oh, does that matter?
Of the Pip-Boy edition.
Yeah,
But
but
does that matter to what?
Well, but you're going to
For
get the game.
Pip-Boy? Yeah, you get a copy
right, but
of the
they
game.
can just put like a different copy of the game. Like that's not the limiting factor. I feel like they
Yeah.
can just sell whatever
don't
and then
know
stick
why.
the fucking game in there.
I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe there's like limited edition art or something that's like sized for the box because the boxes are different sizes.
Is there anything? There's nothing exclusive to platform in this one, is there?
I don't think so.
No.
I haven't heard any talk about that. Like not like Destiny or.
No. But I will say, they did announce every day this week, this is the Great War celebration because the Great War anniversary is on Friday. They're releasing a new piece of merchandise each day. The coolest piece of merchandise was yesterday, and that was the Xbox One controller.
Oh,
That
right.
did look really
Yeah,
good.
looks good.
Yeah.
I wonder
And
how
it was sold
feels.
out in 20 minutes.
Like I'm such a like Jeff and Michael have been on this whole controller buying kick, so I've felt a lot of different controllers.
You've been around.
I've been
for-
feeling a lot of controllers lately. So now it's like, well, it looks nice, but how does it feel?
Well, we had a problem with Gavin got the Halo 5
Right.
Master Chief one, and one of his triggers was fine. The other one stuck. Like
Oh, weird.
It had like this weird like click to it, and he had to send it back and get another one.
I think didn't somebody else got one too that also had an issue. Like
Weird.
Michael's was fine.
Do different controllers feel different? I always thought it was just
Absolutely.
like the same.
Well, like for example, like the Titanfall controller, going back a bit, had it's just there's kind of a slightly different texture to the outside of it. Jeff has been finding a couple different like custom controllers too. Like he's got an ivory one with kind of gold, not the gold controller. He and Michael both actually bought gold plated controllers. Yeah, I don't know. But Jeff found an ivory one that it's got like a texturing to the undergrip to it, which actually feels really nice.
I like to think that it's actually ivory and
Yeah.
actually gold, like solid gold and ivory
You get a
controller.
photo of the elephant you killed to make this controller happen.
This one's Blumpo.
Oh, Blumpo.
Lumbo.
Blumpo the elephant. That
To
sounds
be
like an
fair,
elephant name, right?
When I was a kid, I was obsessed with Free Willy, and my parents
Or clown
adopted
name.
an orca for Christmas for me, and his name was Ralph. What a terrible name for a friggin' orca.
Ralph the whale.
Ralph.
That's not any
How's
worse
Ralph
than
doing?
Willie.
Have you gotten an update on Ralph anytime
I only
recently?
sponsored Ralph for a year, so
Oh, you
it
let
was
him
like
down.
a 1 year.
Yeah.
I'm sure Ralph had someone else.
Then the Whalers got him because he didn't have your $5 a
Do you
week.
get refunded if the Whalers get your whale?
It's a lot harder to make a porn parody of Free Ralph than Free Willie.
Yeah,
just-
exactly.
They send you some perfume that was made from Ralph.
If it was a Japanese like puke porn though, Free Ralph would be great.
Oh,
There you go.
is
Thank
that a
you.
thing?
Yes, it is.
Okay. That's as far as that conversation needs to go.
Nice sense of free play segment coming on.
No. Mm-mm. There's enough vomiting that takes place on free play
That's
already.
true. I almost vomited this week because I had to drink vinegar. Oh, we did your suggestion, Gus. We did
Miracle
the
Berry?
Miracle Berry.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Didn't
saw
work.
that. Yeah.
It was terrible. It didn't work for us.
Why? What happened?
don't know what we
maybe
did
Barry.
wrong.
We took 2 of the pills.
Yeah.
Did you use Okay, that's weird.
We chewed them up really good too.
Yep. And we like let them sit on our tongue for a little bit, and then we chewed them
no.
up, and they were all like mushy and gross. And it did change it a little bit, but I was supposed to drink vinegar, which is apparently supposed to be like very savory or something, and it was just straight vinegar.
Oh, God.
It was horrible.
The salt and vinegar chips, though,
Disgusting.
very good.
So
I
gross.
greatly improved. It took all the like vinegar bite out of it, and they were just fantastic.
Yeah, when I've taken those a couple of times in the past. Like I catch myself thinking about what I'm doing, and it's so disgusting. It's like I'll be like taking a bite out of a lemon, like, oh my god, these lemons are so good. Be like, wait, what am I doing? It's like eating straight lemons.
I think we must have got a bad batch.
We must have, because
Maybe
we
they
did
were
lemons
all like.
too.
I think after a while, their effectiveness decreases. So maybe if it had been sitting on the shelf for a while, or if it was older,
somebody sent us old miracle berry.
it may have been less potent.
It certainly wasn't potent.
It was.
Is it supposed to taste like a horse stall?
Yeah, it tastes
No.
so gross. Ours tasted
Oh,
It must
like
have been
gross.
old.
it must have been.
I mean, it tasted just like hay.
It did. It tasted like hay.
No, it's like nothing really. Or like
Really?
like a fruit maybe.
It wasn't a very strong taste. We got bad
We
miracle
got
berry.
bad
What did
miracle-
they give
we
us?
took the blue acid at Woodstock.
Yeah, someone sent you drugs. It sounds like. But that's what I feel like when I took it. It was like I feel like it's like mind altering or something. Like you're there acting like a total lunatic.
Fair enough.
I gotta watch it.
We didn't get that at all.
I saw that y'all did that. I haven't watched the video
Yeah.
yet.
Well,
It's very
me
underwhelming.
spitting up a lot of vinegar is what it is.
But
And hot sauce burns real bad.
don't eat hot sauce on Miracle Berry. Well, maybe on good Miracle Berry it's good. I don't know.
I don't know.
It
It
was
was burning
horrible
the
for us.
outside of my lips. It was just Tabasco too. It
Yeah,
wasn't like
but it was like million Scoville
Weird.
Tabasco.
speaking of free play and vomiting, Mariel vomited like a
Oh my
champ.
God.
She's not here today, but
No, she didn't
man.
defend herself.
She absolutely vomited like a champ. But in that meeting, she was so confident. My parents would be so
That
proud. I
morning
raised
she was
out of
so
dairy.
confident.
Yeah, she had a whole like a strategy. And my favorite was that she was just like, no, I'm good. Like she just played it off, no big deal.
It looked like someone squeezed her, like squeezing a pimple. Like she was fine, then it was just like it exploded out like so violently.
They cut it, but it also came out of her nose.
Oh, I didn't even see that at the time.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah, it was great. I would say half a gallon of tea, we were feeling pretty gross.
Yeah, no, we tried to keep up with sweet tea. It did not feel good.
It's just volume.
Yeah.
We should just gallon challenge who cannot pee in their pants after having a gallon of tea.
Oh yeah, maybe you should do that. Like, have everyone go to the bathroom and pee, and then come out and just drink like a bunch of liquid, and see who can hold it the longest, and they win.
Don't you die?
Oh.
You drown that way. That's the wee for a
mean,
wee
you have to
thing.
drink a
Remember
lot,
that lady
yeah.
died for that wee.
Yeah, that's right.
What if?
Did she get it?
To be fair, like, can I just ask?
Her
Like,
kid did.
her kid's got a Wii. Do you feel like they just felt like shit at playing the Wii? Do you think when they didn't want to play it, they were like, "Mom died for us"?
I mean, to be fair, when you die, you immediately poop and pee. So she didn't
lost
technically
the-
win. Someone probably held it longer.
Someone cut the
I'm
feet.
so
cut the
sorry.
feet.
I'm so sorry. That's bad. Oh, what's
I'm looking
the
it
video
up.
games.
Look.
No, we don't need to.
I want to know if her kid got the Wii. And
That's-
also, like,
she-
you have to play that forever now, right? Like, you can't be like,
You
this is a dumb
absolutely,
Wii.
yeah,
I don't
no,
know how to
you're-
play it.
That Wii is somewhere on a wall. I don't.
I can't. Yeah, we should.
I'm pretty sure they awarded it to nobody. They were just like,
Exactly.
we feel really bad
Someone
about
died,
this.
so now we just stop.
This got real fast.
This got real.
This got real. Let's see what else happened in the world.
What's the dumbest thing you would do for like a console?
Or a Klondike bar.
But who knew that? I mean, that would kill you. That's so
Yeah,
awful.
water poisoning's like real.
Yeah. It makes me think of there's a section in The Martian where it's only in the book, it's not in the movie, I think, where the astronaut character Watney's explaining how his suit has malfunctioned and it's backfilling with oxygen, and it's too much oxygen, and he's on Mars and may die from having too much oxygen. It's like what a stupid, ironic way to die.
I actually loved that about The Martian. It was so many things that you were like, that's what's gonna do you in.
Mm-hmm.
But to be fair, oxygen is it's bad for you. You can the Velcro from Apollo 1 is like what set Apollo 1 on fire because of the pure oxygen environment and burned
Stupid
everybody.
oxygen in its combustible nature.
Yeah.
Very combustible. There was something else I was talking about. Oh yeah, the Valve Steam Link.
Yes.
I guess it's finally shipped. I guess I hadn't pre-ordered one. I pre-ordered it when they announced that they were shipping finally. So hopefully
So
I'll
did you
one
get
soon.
the I'm sorry thing?
I don't know. I didn't get an email, so maybe I
Well, how
didn't
did
pre-order
you
it in time.
like? How do you have to get it?
What is the I'm sorry
They
thing?
they shipped late, and so you get every Valve game ever, past, present, and future, to say they were sorry. Huh? What? Oh, move my
phone.
phone. I was looking up a thing. Sorry.
Yeah. So if apparently it does not work yet on the Mac platform.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Maybe you'd order it from Mac.
Yeah. So I think if
sorry.
you if
Damn.
you ordered it for the Mac, you get every Valve game on
Well,
Steam.
that they port to the Mac. I mean,
All of them.
All of them.
that they in the future. I mean,
All of them.
The Mac's a dying platform, right?
Wow. I think you're just trying to make yourself feel better for not getting all the games for free.
Get
I
on
am.
board, Ryan.
Damn it,
Or
I
get
wanted
the
'em.
fuck out of the way.
It wouldn't be worth it to use a Mac though.
That should be like the new patch poster. It's just like us on a train.
And then Ryan just getting like hit. Well, no, it'll be like that video, the selfie video, of the guy getting kicked in the head by the conductor by the train. That'll be Meg's foot just like
Yeah, my foot
kicking
out,
you.
and it's not yet gonna. It hasn't happened yet, but it will.
It's coming soon.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what the latency on those is, because I mean, streaming from Xbox to PC, there's definitely an input lag. I mean, you can't stream without some input lag. So if it's good, that'd be nice. But I can't
The Xbox
imagine.
streaming seems to be very minimal.
It's definitely it's totally fine for things. My experience is it's great for things that are third person. So I can play Phantom Pain on it, no problem. I can play Assassin's Creed on it. I played a lot of Assassin's Creed 4 on it, no problem. But things that were very twitchy, very snappy, yeah, you wouldn't want to play your Halos, your Destinies.
Your Halos.
Your Halos.
There are
got
multiple.
Your
Okay,
Destinies.
Grandpa. We're talking about Konami some more.
You know, yeah, your shooters, your everyday bang bangs.
Well, so do you think that means that the controller isn't worth it? Because the controller was like, look at all the ways that we can make sure you get the most responsive feedback.
No, I mean, that's if you're doing it on the PC that's actually running the game, that's not a problem.
Right, but if you're doing it in your living room, because it was part of like the Steam Link announcement was the controller. And so it was like, come into your living room, play with these paddles.
Now, here's the thing, and maybe I'm not sure exactly what it's streaming. It's still got if you were just to stream the video part of it, I wonder if they could cut out the input lag.
Just stream the video. But
Like
what
you're
if-
making your
You're
TV another
wirelessly
display.
still connected to your PC.
Right. It's a question of what does your controller sync to? I would
Right.
imagine the controller would sync to the link because they're
I
going to
would as
assume you're
well.
close to it, and then it has to transmit that because
Yeah.
you might not necessarily be within range of your PC.
Yeah.
Just like when you stream the Xbox, you have to plug that controller. I guess now you don't have to because it's supported, but
Yeah.
you had to put the controller into that computer
Yeah.
and control it that way.
Yep.
Which
Well, because if you had your computer in the living room, you wouldn't need the Steam Link.
Right.
actually, that's an interesting point because they've got the and it was kind of annoying because it got pushed back as we were trying to get one. There's an adapter coming out for the Windows 10 that will allow you to connect up to 8 Xbox One controllers wirelessly.
Wait, it got pushed back?
Yeah, it was supposed to be out on the 20th, and then it bumped back to the 27th because we wanted to. The Funhouse guys were here. We wanted to play Gang Beasts with 8 controllers. Turns out the only way you can connect 8 controllers to a PC is to have 4 plugged in wired and 4 wireless, or all wireless.
Should have
Because
had a Mac.
what would that have fixed? Then it wouldn't have been there because it was a Mac and you couldn't play the game at all, and then you wouldn't have just felt as
Right,
bad.
then you wouldn't have had the problem.
Games.
It's true. There would have been no problem.
See?
Bitch.
I feel like you guys are envisioning yourselves on this big fuck you train, but it's, in truth, you're driving like the train that drives around the mall, like
I'm sketching it in my head right now.
Our opinion is great,
I love that there's we're going to make 2 versions of the poster.
Ryan's version and our version.
and it's just like thumping into my leg, like we got you.
I love how you think you're so much mightier than our train.
Your train is basically stopped by its own power.
Did trains have like a name like the SS is like for a boat?
Oh,
It's
I don't
like,
think so.
Can we call our train like the SS? Fuck you.
Well, I mean, there was no, you can't.
Oh, is it like RR?
I mean, there's like the Orient
that's a railroad,
Express,
right?
and then yeah. I mean, there are trains that have names, right? Or is that a route?
I think it's the route.
Okay,
Yeah.
so any train can run the Orient Express.
Right. It's just the route.
Interesting.
So maybe you're on the fuck you route.
Yeah.
We're on the route to fuck
There's
you.
multiple trains coming down this track.
Here, I'm going to read
Because it seems like you're gonna arrive at a fuck you soon.
Yay!
Here, shut up. Let me read this. I want to remind everyone this episode of The Patch is also brought to you by Dollar Shave Club. Stop shaving with old razors. It's gross. Why are you torturing yourself with a gross old blade week after week? Probably because you don't want to shell out $20 for a pack of new ones. DollarShaveClub.com has revolutionized the way men shave. With Dollar Shave Club, you can shave with a fresh blade as often as you want because they deliver a whole sleeve of amazing razors for just a few bucks a month. Their razors are so good, millions of guys have joined. Even the billion-dollar razor corporations are freaking out, but instead of lowering their bloated prices, they're trying to fool you into milking the same blade for an entire month, and that is gross. They've price gouged us long enough. Never go back to squeezing weeks and weeks of shaves out of a disgusting razor blade. Join Dollar Shave Club and use a fresh blade whenever you want. It feels amazing, and it's a third of the price. Join the millions of others who figured out the smarter way to shave. Join Dollar Shave Club now by going to dollarshaveclub.com/patch. That's dollarshaveclub.com/patch. Thank you to Dollar Shave Club for letting us shave for a fraction of the price.
Send me that delicious cream.
So good.
So good.
You know you don't eat it, right?
It's butter,
Also,
though.
I like it is shaved butter.
It is butter.
You hope that nobody backs up too many seconds to send Dollar Shave Club like, hey, we actually did the read during the patch. And they accidentally go back too many. It's like, fuck you, Express, Dollar Shave Club.
Just don't watch anything before that. And that's fine. We'll just, cut out that part.
right
Hopefully it's
there.
not like an audio skip or anything. It's like, fuck you, Express, Dollar Shave. And then I did it for them. There it
Yeah,
is.
you just did it. So
Yeah, no, I was looking up about the Steam Link. So you do connect the controller to the Steam Link device.
Yeah.
And it isn't required to be the Steam controller. It works with Xbox wired controllers and anything.
will it work with an Xbox wireless controller?
They're going to test that.
Okay.
It looks like the Polygon guys have got one and they were testing it, and he said he was going to check it out when that comes out. You cannot find a Xbox 360 wireless dongle without resorting to the that's legit wink Amazon stores.
Oh, yeah. Because they're discontinued them.
Yeah. Especially with this coming out, but that was really disappointing. That
Wait, the thing that actually, the controller, a wireless controller dongle, or the thing that gives your Xbox 360 wireless? Because I have a dongle you can borrow.
The thing that allows you to use a wireless 360 controller on a PC.
yes, yeah,
I was thinking of the thing that used to plug into your 360 when you had the old one, and it gave you
those are
wireless.
still around. Yeah,
I still have mine.
I have one of those too.
I was like, oh, I have one you can borrow. I thought it was solving problems.
Wow. Fuck you again.
You didn't want my help, Gus.
Nope, didn't need it.
I mean, these things are only $50 though. We should get one and test one out.
We should. I thought they were out already. I don't believe you that they got pushed back.
No, the dongle, not the Steam Link.
Yeah, I don't believe you.
Why don't you believe me?
Because I haven't heard that.
All right, because I don't think anybody cared.
Although I guess we are on a legitimate news source, right?
That's right.
We should know.
We're wrapped in a legitimate news.
I'm trying to look it up here.
Xbox One.
I'm gonna go to Amazon.
I'm gonna
right
go fast. Well, we ordered one with next day delivery, but we didn't get it. So
maybe a mail problem you're saying is now has been pushed back.
no, and then I looked at it. I went and looked at it, and it said now it's the 27th. It was the 20th.
Oh.
I swear it was delayed. I only know this because it affected my life directly. That's the
Exactly.
only way I come to know any news is when it
Exactly,
intrudes
right.
on my
Yep.
life.
This item will be released on October 27th.
Boom.
Don't give him the ammo, Gus.
Ryan.
Don't give him the
I'm on the little train now.
We should have like a little thing you get demoted from being on the train.
Who gets to be the conductor?
The real question is actually not is it coming out the 27th, was it always coming out the 27th and we're just illiterate fucks?
No. I swear it was the
now
20th.
coming out,
yeah.
So.
All right. Good.
was
Well,
the-
then
it was
we've
the 20th.
established that I was right in multiple directions.
Yes. So good for you.
Congratulations.
So happy for you.
Let's see what's going on here. So I guess the new Fatal Frame game is coming out this Friday without the lingerie and bikini outfits
What?
in North America. Yeah.
What?
Instead, we get Zelda and the Metroid Zero Suit, Samus.
Come on. The developers of that game gave many amazing interviews when that game came out in Japan. And one of them was that they studied how water flows from the collarbone of a female, of a lady. And they put that in the game. I want my lingerie so I can appreciate the art that these men made.
I feel like Meg is making a very compelling argument.
Thank you
and
so
that
much.
really it's very wise of her to have that feeling, that drive, and that we should respect her
Thank you.
and get those costumes here in America.
Right. Because, see, Ryan doesn't want them for himself, but he
No.
respects that I'm trying to respect art, so he would like them to come out.
Yeah, I want to
It's
Meg to
purely
be
in
able to
support of
express
Meg.
herself and to see whatever she wants to see.
Right.
You know?
Got a question, though. Isn't that girl really young?
Yeah, I think that's like the super creepy one. I think they're supposed to be like 15 or something.
What game is this for again?
Well, to
Fatal
be fair,
Frame.
you know, Sailor Moon was 15.
It's about a 15-year-old?
Yeah.
And Ghosts with the cat.
Yeah, and Ghost. And she's like
camera.
on a family vacation.
Oh,
if
I don't know.
remember. I think
Yeah.
she's at a family vacation up to a shrine. And then
Now, is it because of the age that they removed the costumes, or is
I don't
it?
know, I wonder.
I don't know. And I think people are rather upset, claiming it's censorship.
Yeah, it is. Give me those sweet toddies in lingerie.
Got some tween action.
This censorship is bullshit. I don't
What?
care about it for anything.
I mean, was it the developer's decision, or was it a governmental decision?
So what's the age of consent in Japan? Do we know?
Oh, I don't know.
Is it like 16, maybe like in the UK?
I'm trying to see some more details here. About
That's
it.
another great search to add to the pile from
What's the
Rooster.
age of
What's the age of consent in Japan?
Well, because maybe it's different there. So like maybe it's younger, so it's not as a big a deal. But here it's 18. So
It's not even 18 in every state here.
right.
It's
in
all
some
over the
states,
place.
and then there's like the weird rules if you're within so many. Why do we know so much about consent rules?
I don't know.
Then it's just like creepy.
All I know is they're different. What were you rolling on?
Well, there's like certain rules where it's like if you're within so many years, then the consent age is lower. Like 18.
Was it
Like sometimes
Wait, is
places
that a
it's 18, but
Romeo
then
and
you're
Juliet law or something?
like, I don't know. It's like if you're within 2 years, then it's lower than that.
Then you're cool.
Then you're cool.
So toddlers have at it.
Why? Why did you take it there?
It's a stupid way to have a rule. Like, well, as long as they're 2 years apart, it's fine. You know, whatever
Well,
age.
it's like saying if you're in a relationship and you're 18 and 17 and then you turn 19 and she turns 18, then like suddenly it's not okay.
Where did we go wrong with this podcast?
I think it all started with Fatal Frame.
I think it started actually with the clock being broken and we were just off
been-
from there.
The timekeeper.
I don't have its cool blue numbers reminding me of our time.
Yeah,
So,
I'd love to figure out why they censored.
yeah, it's interesting.
Fatal Frame.
So I feel like it's a game I really want to play. I've always been a big fan of the Fatal Frame series, but it's kind of tricky, bad timing, especially
Sorry, I can't look up anything on my phone anymore. What happened?
with Halo 5 coming out on Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's like I wouldn't have enough time to dedicate really to.
Are you excited about
to
Halo 5?
Frame. Yeah, I'm really excited about it. Can't wait to play it. I know Achievement Hunter got an early copy and was able to stream a couple of levels.
Yeah, we could stream 1, 3, and then 8, but we never made it 8. So we just did 1 and 3, which were the first two of the Team Osiris missions.
And of course, I mean, I've been a big Halo fan for a long time. So yeah, of course, I'm definitely really excited to play it.
Well, I think the nice thing about Fatal Frame, even though it is tricky timing, is that it's a good lull game. So if there's, next year when games, well, a lot of games have been delayed until next year, but
Right,
there's a
which
good lull
makes me
game.
wonder, why did they choose this time of year to ship?
And the game's been out for over a year in Japan.
Right, it's like it could have been an early summer or like a midsummer
Yeah.
game, and it would have been fine when there's not much to compete with it. Now it's, I mean,
Hey, it's
Assassin's
holiday
Creed's
season.
coming
Why
out,
not?
Halo's coming out. Yeah, I think it's going to hurt them.
Do you think Fatal Frame's really competing with Assassin's Creed and Halo?
I think it might be. It's people who buy it might buy it on a whim, for example. They'd be like, oh, this is a game I heard about, this is a game I remember. Now it's like when they have so many other games to compete with, people might not pick it up because there's other games that they're more invested in.
When is it coming out?
This Friday.
Okay. It would have made sense to me if they'd done it maybe like a week or two ago because it's like Halloween. Like it's a horror
Oh,
game.
that's a
Maybe
good
around
point.
Halloween people want to play horror games.
Oh,
So
maybe that's why they're doing it. I mean,
maybe why they're
Yeah.
doing it now. I don't
Yeah.
know. But I would have backed it up a little bit because then you're going to go right into November.
right, like Until Dawn came out
Right.
in September.
Right.
So similar thing.
Release it at the spooky time of year. It makes sense.
Yeah.
See, we're all on the fuck you train that time. And when we're all on the train, you can't even tell.
Yeah.
Then who are you
it's
saying
so
it to?
Seamless.
Are we just screaming it out the window? That's what crazy people
And
do.
cows. As we're going through the countryside. Okay, so
It's warm in here on the train.
Yeah.
I like it.
Welcome.
weird bit of news from the week. So I guess some EA account details got leaked onto Pastebin. But EA came out and said they did not suffer any data breaches, but they wouldn't comment on how account details got put up on Pastebin.
So an employee did it?
No, they give no further information.
But I mean, is that what we're left to assume?
I guess. I'm going to find
What
they
was
said
leaked?
about here. It was some email addresses, usernames, and passwords.
Oh.
According to this is a quote. This is a statement from John Reesberg, who's EA Senior Director of Corporate Communications. Quote, "At this point, we have no indication that this list was obtained through an intrusion of our account databases." So, well, how did it get up there?
I mean, he's not saying that it wasn't compromised. He just said that that's not how they did it.
They didn't have an intrusion?
Yeah.
Like, so what? Someone...
Graciously walked in the front
door was
and-
unlocked?
It happened to be that they threw some documents away.
Yeah.
Someone went into the dumpster and found the documents.
I think it sounds
It
just like
happens.
an employee was like, fuck these people in particular.
Yeah, at what point do you consider an employee doing an intrusion, though?
Yeah.
Well, he had access to
But
it.
if you had access to it, it's not really an intrusion, right? Like,
Then it's a leak.
It sounds exactly. It just sounds like they're saying it wasn't an outside person.
Yeah, it was an inside job.
Yeah.
So,
That's so much better.
Don't worry, no one from the outside gave away all your personal information.
the document that was uploaded had private personal details such as email addresses and passwords. Hundreds of accounts beginning with letters A through F were included in the post.
Well, I guess here's the thing. People have done dumb things. I mean, I'm not pointing any fingers because I don't actually know if anyone at this desk has done any dumb things. But in regards to like, oh, I'm just going to upload this to Google Docs so that you can have access to it. What do you mean it's set so that everyone can see it? Oh. I mean, that could happen. Like, I can see a world where
sending
that...
email addresses and passwords to
Maybe,
anyone?
I don't know. Maybe they needed to, they're like, hey, can you give me the account information A through F for we're doing some studies on whatever. Like, they send it to their
On A
stats
through
department.
F behaviors.
To me, that
Yeah.
sounds like somebody was copying a bunch of shit and got caught at F and was like, fuck it. Go.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd break that up into chunks, I imagine, because there's so much of it. So you send it in like,
So they only got their
I mean,
first
it's like an
chunk out.
encyclopedia. Yeah, they were like, they'd gotten up through F and they were like, oh, it's out.
Maybe the F was the message.
Oh.
Grasping at straws over here.
No,
Get my Kojima board.
I'm willing to bet that what they're trying to say is that it was I'm going to wildly speculate
Yay.
that it was a mistake on part of an employee and it wasn't an intrusion. It wasn't bad security protocols. It was one person being dumb and whoops, now that's out there.
Yeah.
We've all done that.
Yeah, but I don't know about passwords, though. That's the part that gets me.
It's weird that it's unencrypted.
Right.
Usually, I mean, you would have that encrypted even from your own.
Yeah, well, they don't
Right.
say that it's necessarily unencrypted or encrypted. They don't indicate either way. So I don't know
Okay.
for a fact that's necessarily unencrypted.
So it may be compromised, but not hard compromised.
Right. And then I believe the file was deleted was removed from Pastebin.
Well,
but of course, people
yeah.
had already seen it by that point.
Nothing's temporary on the internet.
I mean, it might be.
Everything's forever.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Once it's out there, it's out there. There's no taking it back.
Just go look at it on the way back machine.
Yeah.
So we're almost out of time here. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else we need to hit before we wrap up, although I doubt there is. Let's see. Account. Oh, so there was, of course, the Payday 2 fiasco with their microtransactions.
Mm-hmm.
That happened this past week. So I guess they released special safes in the game that you could only open with a particular kind of drill, but the only way to get the drill was to pay $2.49 for it.
Right. And to open the safe, and opening the safe gave you things that could make your weapons more effective.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't comment on it. They said they were going to comment on it soon. And then after a couple of days, they introduced a patch that then allowed the drill to be randomly dropped in game. So you didn't necessarily just have to pay for it,
Right.
which is
But
weird.
you could still pay for it
You
if
could
you
st-
wanted to shortcut it.
Right. Which is weird to me that there's this controversy going on. They don't say anything, and they release this patch. It's like, oh,
I
here.
bet to see if it blew over.
I don't think it
Maybe
did.
to be like, well, it didn't. So they
Yeah.
released the patch. But I wonder if that's why they didn't comment right away. They were like, yeah, we'll give it a couple days, see if people forget about it.
That's Payday 2. It's a smaller developer, right? Like that's not one of the huge
Correct.
publishers.
505 games, I think?
Yeah. And they in the past have seemed to be a little bit more responsive to community feedback. So it may just be them going, oh, okay, you don't like that? All right.
Starbreeze Studio and Overkill Software.
Yeah, and Overkill had previously said they were never going to have microtransactions.
It's so late in the game's life cycle to have introduced them.
But
It's really
this is
strange.
like a special 10-day period in Payday. It's like their, what is it called? It's, I'm sure.
Crime Extravaganza,
Yeah, crime
Crime
Extravaganza. Crime Palooza. I don't know what it is. But it's something like
Crime
that.
Fest.
Crime Fest.
Much easier.
We are going so hard there. Crime Fest. So this is at the very end of Crime Fest. So I wonder if they were like, screw it, people are going to want all those weapons during Crime Fest. They'll pay for it. Now we'll just say we patched it so we seem like the good guys, but we got a bunch of money.
I mean, it was not stuff that you needed. Like
But it made your weapons more effective.
Yeah.
It's one of those things.
It starts to border on pay to win.
Well, yeah. I don't know. That's not a PvP game. It's just a PvE. You might have helped you do some things. I never want to be on the side of microtransactions because as a whole, I do feel like they're frequently very poorly implemented, and especially for bigger developers, it's like, really? You already made $1 billion on this game, and now you want to make $1.5 billion? But for smaller developers, I can see how it might be beneficial for funding their next game. But yeah, I mean, if you're going to do it, the ideal situation is it's not something that's pay to win, which this game has been around forever. Most of the people I imagine still playing it are pretty hardcore players that have, pretty developed characters, where this would just be like a nice little like, oh, now I have a super awesome thing, instead of just like, well, now I can win. It's still lame. It's still, you feel like you should reward the people that have played the game for that amount of time without making them spend money on it.
Yeah.
But I guess if you have to implement a microtransaction, that's better than several I've seen.
Okay. So it gets Ryan's seal of approval.
Yeah.
Ryan loves microtransactions.
Yeah, you heard it. You heard it first.
It gets Ryan's. All right.
Ryan begrudgingly accepts microtransactions.
There you go.
All right. Well, we're at time. We got to wrap up. So thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure you stay tuned for Game Club, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.